We have some great trades ready to explode this week, so let's dive in and take a look. My name's Tom and I'm currency analyst at investing.com, and I've been trading for over 17 years, and I'm going to share with you all of my high probability trade setups with you guys this week. Here's what we're looking at. So the catalyst for our trades this week is predominantly Canadian dollar strength. This is presenting a lot of opportunities for us. But we're also going to take a look at this Swiss franc weakness. We're going to take a look at the US dollar majors to work out what we can do with the US dollar. And we're also going to take a look at yen pairs to understand how to trade them as well. But we're going to start with Canadian dollar because it's strong and it's leading to some really good trading opportunities this week. And one of those opportunities is Canadian dollar Swiss franc, and we're looking to buy it. I am already in this trade. Okay, so let's understand why. So we're going to start with the weekly chart because these are weekly trade ideas, right? And then we'll do a top-down analysis. We'll look at weekly, daily, and then our entry time frame, which is the H4. But if you look on the weekly, guys, we were kind of just ranging between here and here, and then bang, we broke, right? So we've broken out of this range. We had a very bullish weekly candle, you know, and there's lots of room to move into back up to this level here. And that's the idea, guys. Now, last week's candle, you know, is a little bit indecisive, a little bit of a doji, really. But, you know, because of market structure, because of this bullish candle, I'm still happy to look for buys. And then if we drop down to the day chart, this also supports that idea, right? Because again, we are in this uptrend, okay? Price has retraced to a really nice level. Yeah, what was once resistance becomes support. We see this time and time again in the market. This is a wonderful setup. And then at that level, we've had a nice bullish daily candle bounce off that level. All right, so the idea would be to first come back up to these highs, take some profit, and then let some profit run up to those weekly highs. If we drop down to the H4 now, you can see I've entered, guys. Now, this was more of a daily entry than H4. But what we are seeing is, you know, this bullishness come away from that level, and that's why I got into the trade, guys, right? I started seeing these bullish candles, this wick rejection, and that's where I entered. Put my stop well below these lows here, which is actually a daily low, and the idea is to come back up to these highs. Like I say, take some profit, let some profit run. So Canadian dollar Swiss franc, that is our first Canadian dollar strength trade. I also like Euro CAD, Pound CAD, but while we're on Swiss franc pairs, let's take a quick look at Euro Swiss franc because I'm also in this trade. And again, let's start with the weekly. So we want to buy this as well, guys, right? Because we was in this kind of sideways market. You can see the market was ranging, and then we broke down. Okay, we stopped making lower lows, and then we broke up and broke these highs in here. As soon as we break those highs, we are getting higher highs. We're in an uptrend. And similar to with, you know, to Canadian dollar Swiss franc, we've had this big bullish candle a week ago, and then a bit of a, you know, doji indecisive candle. But look, we've still got all of this room to move into. We're in an uptrend. We're seeing bullish candles, right? We like this trade as well. If we go to the day chart, again, this supports that idea, right? You can see we was in this slightly, you know, range here. We broke these highs. We're in an uptrend. It's retraced to a really nice support level. I love it, guys, when you get this double whammy support. So not only is it a support level horizontally, but we've also got our smart river, which is part of our price action indicator. That also acts as dynamic support. So this is a really nice level to trade from. We've got our bullish daily reaction, right? The idea would be to come back up to these highs, take some profit, let some profit run. Again, guys, you can already see that I'm in this trade, right? This is a trade I took last week. So yeah, CAD Swiss franc, Euro Swiss franc, we're looking to buy. And remember guys, if you want all of my entries, take profits, stop losses, you want access to my tutorials, strategies, you know, everything that I don't share on YouTube, then please come join our free Discord channel. Guys, you can get access to all of those things through the free Discord. Also guys, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And leave a comment. What are you looking at? So let's go to Euro Canadian dollar now. Okay, so again, Canadian dollar strength. Let's start with the weekly. And you can see on the weekly chart, Euro Canadian dollar is in a downtrend, right? You don't need to be Warren Buffett. Lower highs, lower lows, downtrend. Okay, and big, you know, big bearish candle. This is a little bit bullish, but if you compare this candle with this candle, right, it's a no contest. Yeah, sellers still in control and we're in this downtrend, and you can see we've still got room to come back down to this last support level in here. All right, so that would be the target. If we drop down to the day chart now, you know, this, like Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, this could be a really nice setup for Monday morning. You know, you can see on the daily that we were just kind of ranging here, ranging, then break of structure. We broke all of these lows in here. We've had a nice retrace to this level. Again, what was once support becomes very good resistance. If you only traded that setup, you would have success as a trader, right? And that's what we're looking to do. You can see we're getting wick rejections now at that level. And then the, you know, the final piece of the puzzle, guys, would be a breakdown in H4 structure. So you can see right now on the H4, this is the structure, right? We've come back up, tested those highs. We're not making higher highs, right? This is encouraging if we want to sell this market. And then as soon as we get a break of this level, perhaps price does this, and then we get a break, I will be interested in selling Euro Canadian dollar back down to these lows, and again let some profit run as well. All right, so yeah, more Canadian dollar strength. Pound Canadian dollar, I also like this trade. I am in this trade as well. You can see my trade right there. But let's start with the weekly. And again, right, we was in this uptrend. It became a little bit rangy because it wouldn't break this weekly resistance, and then bang, we broke down, and this is where we're at. So we're getting lower highs, lower lows, downtrend. Also, we're getting massively bearish candles, right? Just look at these wicks, big candles. Even last week's candle is bearish. Remember, we had that disappointing GDP figures come out of the UK as well. So, you know, everything leading to a weak pound fundamentally as well. And we've just got this room to move into back down to this 1.8300 psychological level and this area of support. If I come out a little bit, guys, you can see, right, this is a pretty good area to aim for. I'd probably take some profit at these lows, let a little bit more profit run. If we drop down to the day chart, right, again, we're in a downtrend. And that, you know, your job as a trader, guys, is exactly that. You just want to, you know, you want to put everything in your favor. If weekly's in a downtrend, daily's in a downtrend, we'll take a look at H4 in a minute. If that's in a downtrend, you know, everything's pulling in the same direction. That's exactly what I'm looking for, right? There's so much confluence to take the trade. So yeah, we're in a downtrend, big bearish candles, bearish candle. There is a little bit of, you know, support in here, right? There is, but we still got more room to come back down to here, if not that weekly level here. If we drop down to the H4, I'm in this trade, right? Why am I in this trade? Well, because we had this big H4 sell-off. It's become a bit of a H4 range. Right, I started entering in here, stops up here, target down here. And then as this trade's developed, this actually ended up breaking down, right? So I took some profit off here because it was Friday, and I'm going to leave some profit to run. I can even trail my stop loss down as well. All right, but we still like pound Canadian dollar sells. And we just want to follow this H4 structure. You know, if we get a retrace into here, you could start selling, put your stops above this level, right, and look to take price lower. Okay, so yeah, pound Canadian dollar as well. What else are we looking at? Okay, so let's have a look at pound New Zealand dollar while we're here. If we go to the weekly chart, let's go to the monthly chart actually, because what's really inspiring me, probably not the right word, to take sells is just this level. This monthly level, right, is holding. And just look at the wick rejection we're getting at this level, right? And we've got all this room back down to this grey support level through here, really. If we drop to the weekly now, we've had big sell-off and then just 2 weeks of dojis, right, indecision. I still think there's a little bit of room to come back down to here, if not all the way back down to these lows here. All right, because of this big weekly candle, because of those monthly candles, right, you know, lots of selling pressure. And then if we go down to the day chart, we're in a daily downtrend. And day is king for me, guys, right? Daily is my direction. I just like to support it with higher time frames like weekly and monthly. I don't want them to contradict my daily view. And it's not, right? This stopped making higher highs. We're now getting lower lows, lower highs. We're in a downtrend. You can see we are kind of stuttering at this support level, right? But every time we have a bounce off this level, look at these wicks. It just comes straight back down. And I've been milking the teat of this pound New Zealand dollar trade all week, right? And I still think, you know, because of all the reasons I explained, I still think we have room back down to this support level and this psychological 229 level. If we drop down to the H4, you can see, guys, these are the trades I've been taking all week. I've just been trading this range, right? You can see it's ranging between here and here. Profit, profit, profit. You know, I would still, if price comes up here, I'll still sell it, potentially back down to here. Or ultimately we get a break of that level, a retest into that level, and then I'll start selling it from here as well. All right, so pound New Zealand dollar sells. We've got a couple more things, guys, we're going to look at. Before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Please leave a comment, guys. Let me know what you think of my trades and what you are looking at this week as well. Euro Aussie dollar. Let's have a look. We like this one as well, right? Because, you know, the weekly has broken a key support level. Right, so you can see here we was in a weekly uptrend. Again, stopped making higher highs. It came back and then it was predominantly ranging, right, between here and here. And then this candle broke that low. That is a big structure break, right? And if we zoom out a little bit, you can see we got room back down to the next piece of support here, right? And this 1.7400 psychological level. So weekly bearish. I know this is, you know, a reasonably bullish candle, but it's got a bit of a top wick. You know, these candles are far more bearish than that's bullish. Yeah, I still like sells here. If we go down to the day chart as well, right, still lots of reasons to like sell trades. We was in this uptrend and then bang, we broke. Okay, and now we're in this downtrend. So looking for bearish reactions in here. You can see our smart river here as well. This is normally a pretty good area for a reaction in price. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a reaction, but what I want, guys, is a reaction and then on the H4 a structure breakdown. So we could be waiting some time for this. Maybe it does this and we get maybe a head and shoulders pattern. But as soon as we get a break, retest, we will look to sell Euro Aussie dollar. Just a quick look at yen pairs and US dollar. You know, obviously yen is weak, right? So if you, let's just look at any of them. Let's look at Euro yen. We're here. If you go to the weekly, right, of course, you know, it's in an uptrend. We're getting bullish candles. But it's so overextended, right? You know, if I start buying in here, there's just no value. Look how far away it is from, this is the mean of the market. It's so overextended. It's very difficult for me to take a trade here. Let's look at CAD just because it's there. You know, look at the weekly. It is flying, right? And last week's trade idea hit target, by the way. It's flying, but yeah, no value here. The one yen pair I would look at is New Zealand yen. And why is that? It's because it's not crazy overextended, right? Here's the Smart River, right? You can see price is not too far away from that. We've broken this level. We're in an uptrend. Bullish, bullish, bullish. And, you know, we've got this room to move into back up to this next area of resistance. So New Zealand yen would be the only one that I would consider buying, right? It's the least overextended. And then US dollar pairs, guys, is interesting, right? Again, let's just go to the top. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. Now, if we go to the day chart, right, you know, US dollar is weak, right? It's, you know, we're flying, right? And Aussie dollar was strong as well, worth pointing that out. But if you go to the weekly level, you know, we're at these weekly highs. Do I want to keep pushing into here? No, I want to see what happens here, right? Nothing's telling me to sell that yet because daily's in an uptrend, but nothing's telling me to buy it either. Yeah, I don't want to buy into this resistance. And it's the same with, you know, let's have a look at a different US dollar pair, pound US dollar, right? If, you know, if we looked at the weekly, right, which is basically this, right, you would be like, Tom, this is looking like a pretty good level to start selling. And I would agree. Whereas if we go to the day chart, right, dollar's weak and we're in an uptrend. So yeah, you know, for me to start trading US dollar, guys, I need to see, you know, bears or, you know, bulls take control or bears take control, right? And I'm not seeing either yet, right? If we start getting a breakdown on the daily structure, then of course I'm very much interested in selling it. So we just sort of see how US dollar majors play out during the week. And what else did we want to look at, guys? So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Please come check out the live streams during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. GMT, and we can look through all of these trades. And remember, if you want all of my trade ideas as and when they happen, then please come join the free Discord channel. All right, guys, have a great trading week. See you soon.